All right, it's Christmas Eve morning, December 24th, and I just got out of my Virgin Galactic trade, ticker SPCE. And you can see here, I entered yesterday at the close, and I got out this early pre-market this morning. So you can see here on the minute chart, I actually got pretty lucky that yesterday at the close, I wasn't able to buy, or at least before the close, because I accidentally messed up the volume I put in and I had way too many, so I wasn't able to fill. You can see here I had this big drop. So I was actually able to enter off this drop, and my entry was actually 26.7, which is pretty good. It was almost 10 cents, lower than where it closed. So I'm really happy that I was able to get that extra bit of profit at the close. And then this morning, you can see here, it was really teetering, and now the stock's starting to shoot back down. So I was covering profit around 7, 8 o'clock this morning. I got out pretty much half of my shares at 2695, and then half my shares at 26.82 because there was just such a big sell-off here. I couldn't sell that many shares at this spot. The volume was really low this morning, so it was difficult to cover, but my average price was around getting out at 26.88, so that covered me about 0.7%, slightly less, but we'll just call it 0.7%. So pretty good profit considering that the stock's not going down, and this morning was slightly sideways. So all right, so just looking at the exit orders here, you can see I got in at 7,300 yesterday at the close, and pretty much I was able to cover at 26.95 for a good amount of time this morning. You could see it was really slow. I was only getting 10 shares at a time, and then by the time it started failing, I just got the other half out at 26.82, covering still pretty good profit. So on average, I covered about 18 cents from my entry, getting out at 26.88 on average. So if you consider my average exit with my volume, I had roughly made $1,300 this morning. So yeah, pretty good profit, $1,300 off the swing trade. You'll see my monitor tell me I only made $400, but that's considering the overnight profit after I bought, because I got such a cheap price yesterday. That profit really is what I got most of it from. So looking now back at SPACE, and I want to show you guys why I thought this was such a good swing trade. And I was very iffy on SPACE after it had that big sell-off because of the failed flight test. I was waiting a while for it to turn around, and you can see this green day gapped up higher. This kind of green day slash doji, it still opened higher and went higher, so it made me feel pretty good about the momentum. So I was willing to jump back in on SPACE and take this trade in. It worked out pretty well. There wasn't that much movement as I expected, but it's still pretty good profit. So lastly, I just want to show you guys my swing trading watch list like I always do. And you can see it's very low risk stocks here. It's all the big stocks, Apple, Amazon, Google, like all those big blue chip stocks. That's what I'm swing trading. So that way I'm really not taking much risk versus my reward on these good days when I find the right pattern. So if you like this strategy, just keep subscribing and I'll keep showing you guys what I do. And hope you guys have a good Christmas, and I'll see you guys next week.